You keep imposing these limiting beliefs upon yourself, your potential, or whatever you can achieve. You always have these kinds of doubts. You constantly think like, oh, it's so impossible to achieve this, like, oh, it's not practical at all. You are destroying your potential. You have a lot of potential. You might say like, how's that even true? Like, well, you haven't even tried it yet. Most people that say this, like, they have these kinds of doubts in their head or their minds, most of them haven't even tried yet, haven't even decided to take the action, to do something, to start a business, to go to the gym, to start a YouTube channel. It doesn't matter. Don't care about the results or what you get. Put the emphasis on immersing yourself into the process and actually trying it. That is where the real fulfillment comes. That is where, despite you don't get anything, despite you don't get the results you expected, at least you've tried, right? Would you rather be the person who has all of these doubts when he or she was young, said like, oh, I can't reach this, it's impossible, I'm going to just continue with my 9 to 5 job, which I don't really like, but I don't really have potential to start a business, I can't become an entrepreneur. And then when he's old, or she's old, like, he says he regrets not trying? Or would you rather become the person who says like, oh, I didn't, at least I've tried everything I possibly can. I didn't get the results I expected, but at least I've gained the experience. I've gained knowledge, I've gained wisdom, I've gained friends, and I've gained some amount of results. Although it's not what I expected, but I've tried and I have obtained so many things. Okay, so I'm going to tell you where this doubt comes from. So the main reason, the main cause of the doubts or the limiting beliefs are from your surrounding people, your peers, your friends, your families. These are the people that cause the doubts, that you have the limiting beliefs. Your family telling you what career path you have to choose, telling you that, oh, becoming an entrepreneur is very unpractical, and where are you going to find all the money to get that? Or your teachers telling you like, why are you failing your classes? Why are you focusing on building rockets? Why are you focusing on researching about fossil fuels, about animal bones, about history, about all of these things, where you should be focusing on maths? So you see, when these ideas feed into you, the influence, your brain becomes filtered. So automatically, the next time you will have these doubts, because you look through the ambition from a filtered lens from the influence or the criticisms and doubts of others. Well, maybe yes, it's a bit too impractical that you are 14 now and you say you want to be a multi-million entrepreneur. You want to be that rich. Well, maybe it's a bit impractical for that timeline now, because you haven't reached the maturity, you haven't met enough people, you haven't practiced enough, So what you can do is to fill in that gap between you right now, you right here, and the goal that you want, your ultimate goal. You can take little small incremental steps or set smaller goals in order to reach that big achievement of what you want. And even if you don't reach that achievement, at least you've tried. Every single goal you set, those small goals, those incremental steps you take, those are like checkpoints in life. And you've upgraded yourself after reaching every single of those small checkpoints. So it doesn't matter in the end, even though if you don't get the result you want, even though that is not what you expect, but you've tried and you've transformed yourself internally, your identity. You have gained so many new things. So the next time you say things are impossible, you should try them. You should obviously try them, because even the word impossible has I am possible. So don't doubt yourself, because you're unique, you're special, you only have one life. So why not just give it a shot? Like, what's the worst that can happen, right? So I'm going to leave the choice to you, whether or not you want to start to take action today, or whether or not you want to be trapped by your doubts, by other people limiting your goals or ambitions. The choice is yours.